Hey guys, Melonie here, founder of EM+PACT Bars. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Man, who's feeling back to school craziness? Because it took my kiddos, which are in preschool and first grade, exactly 3 days to bring home some sort of terrible cold and infect the entire household. And it knocked us out for like a week. So I am slowly recovering, got my voice back, so that's good, but I don't know if anyone else is experiencing that, but I feel like summer just flew by and now we're in winter and everybody's getting sick. So hopefully that was like our time for the year and we can just bounce back. I've got a lot of exciting things going on that hopefully we can share very soon, but right now I've really just been running on steam. Just to kind of make it. But anyhow, I just wanted to chat back with you guys about confidence again. You guys have been amazing, by the way. Like the support I've received and just trying to start doing this has been incredible. So thank you so much. I'm super humbled to have you guys support me. And again, if you find any of this valuable or helpful, please comment, like a post, tag somebody, share it, whatever you can do. I find it super encouraging. And as I mentioned before, these are a little bit uncomfortable for me. So getting that support, and you guys supporting me right now, thank you for commenting. Y'all are awesome, is super helpful. So anyhow, back to confidence. But before I jump in, actually, I had a few people, sorry, I'm trying to hold this steady, ask me about books I'm reading. And because I read a lot of business books, thanks to my husband, and sort of like books that just help with self-development and improvement. So one book I wanted to throw out was this book called Mindset. And I have it right here. Just see if I can hold it up for you guys. This book is changing my life. It's by Carol Dweck and totally changing the way I think about things and realizing that my mindset has been wrong on a few things. So I highly recommend that you read it if you have some extra time. But anyhow, okay, so back to confidence. So I've been chatting a bit about that, and what I've been kind of talking about is that everybody always tells you to be confident, but no one really tells you how to do that. And so I've been looking inward and trying to find a few ways that I have been able to build my confidence. And so first I talked about really proving to yourself that you can depend on yourself and that you can commit to doing something and following through, because that act alone is going to build confidence. So the example I gave is kind of finding something that's super uncomfortable for you, then writing it down, because that's the way you can hold yourself accountable, and then just doing it, which sounds easy, but is actually super hard. I mean, for me, public speaking is hard, so that was sort of my thing. But there's tons of things you can do to sort of help with this, and that is one thing that's going to build confidence, because what you're doing is you're showing yourself that if you commit to something and follow through, you can actually depend on yourself. And I think that will show you that you believe in yourself as well. So that is an easy way to build confidence, or not so easy, but one way. And then another thing I talked about was just going after something that you want, no matter how unattainable it seems. So I had a friend actually reach out after I kind of spoke about that, and said that she went after something that she never thought she would be able to get, and she got it. And now she's sort of freaking out that she got it. But I mean, good for her. And if I affected that in any way, that's awesome. So you got to go after, you just have to go after, and sometimes you just have to ask. You just have to ask for it, and you will get it. And then you're going to be sitting there going, oh my God, I didn't think this would happen. But anyhow, today, one thing I want to talk about that's super important is a morning routine, and mine is big enough that I will talk more about it next week, but I want to talk about one aspect, which is an aspect that allows you to build confidence. And it's very simple. So it's really just a daily affirmation and affirming that you're confident. That's just sort of a fancy way of saying you should just write down, I am confident. And so for me, I have this awesome journal, and it's called the 5-Minute Journal, and I love it because it's guided, tells you exactly what to write down, which if I have a blank page, it doesn't really help me. But I have this journal, I write in it every day, and I'll go more into the other parts of it next week. But the one thing I wanted to talk about was the affirmation part, and I choose 3 to 4 adjectives every day that I aspire to be. And the first one is always confident. but the next couple, you know, they change with time on any given day. So today, for example, I was writing this morning, and that's what actually made me decide to chime in and talk to you about this. But today I wrote, see if I can figure this out, daily affirmations. I am confident, blessed, and optimistic. Like I said, every day starts with confident, but today I just wrote about feeling blessed. I always want to remember to be grateful for all the incredible things and people in my life. And then optimism to me is important. I am a lawyer by trade, so I'm super risk adverse. So it's hard for me to not worry all the time, and I just my nature anyway. But I want to, you know, make sure I'm being optimistic, and I aspire to be those adjectives, so that's what I write down. And the reason this is important, because I'm sure you're kind of wondering, like, how is this going to help me? But I guess recently a friend of mine said something that really got to me. And he said, you know, we spend so much time listening to ourselves, and we should be talking to ourselves, because I don't know about you guys, but if I'm listening to myself, then it's usually negative. And I'm saying things like, I don't want to look like an idiot when I'm doing this, or I don't know if I can do it, or I completely second guess myself. And I was actually listening to a Facebook Live this morning by Drew Canoli, and he was talking about how he gets in his own head. And I could totally relate to that. And I get in my own head, and I get in my own way. So by doing this, what you're doing is really you're dictating the story that you're going to tell about yourself. Because the question is, what is your story? What is the story you want told to yourself? And if you write down every day that you're confident and you start telling yourself that, then it's going to happen and you're going to build your confidence. If you spend every day questioning and second guessing and being afraid, then that's the story that's going to be written about you. So for me, writing it down is such a simple thing, and I know it sounds cheesy because it's not like most of you probably don't run around telling yourself you're awesome all the time, but it does help. And I've been doing this now for several months, and I have noticed a change in my overall mindset. And so I wanted to share that with you guys today. So that's another way that you can build confidence. And I know I've been talking forever now, so I'm going to shut up soon. But one more thing I just thought about would be super cool. Because this journal has like changed my life, I want to give one away to somebody out there because I feel like maybe it could help you. So I'm going to get one. And then what I'll do is I'll pick a comment from today and next week. So leave me a comment today, and I'll choose between today and next week when I do my next Facebook Live, because it's also going to be about the journal. And I will send you guys a journal. I'll send one out just because it's helped me. So I would love to help you kind of spread the love. Anyhow, enjoy the rest of your day. Just wanted to check in with you, and I hope you're doing